Salutations everyone, and welcome to the beginning of the next chapter in my Alpha Protocol Let's Play. We have finally finished Taipei and did what we could to stop Halbech's plans. More or less half of it we did. And so now it's time to, well, change scenery, I guess. So after Taipei, why not Moscow? Seems like an obvious choice. So let's see what we can do there. I'm not sure we can reach Moscow with a bike from Taipei. Seems a little far.
Welcome to Moscow, Mike. How do you like your new apartment?
Nice digs. I see where all that
Nice.
Black Ops funding really goes now.
Invoking Alpha Protocol does have its upside.
Jealous.
Of you freezing your butt off in Moscow? Not so much. Although there is a certain appeal to sitting in that loft drinking cocoa while you are crawling around in the snow.
Ooh, you're a cruel woman.
Alright, down to business then. Do you have a plan of attack for Moscow?
I've got a few leads from Saudi to follow up on. We'll see where those take me.
Sounds like a solid plan. What will you follow up on first?
Not sure yet. The missile launchers were moved through Leningradsky Station. There might be intel there. I've also got a CIA informant codenamed Grigory and the mob underboss called Lazo.
Finding those missiles is important, although more information would be helpful. But from his file, Grigory looks like the type who would sell information about you to interested parties. Lazo might be able to provide some leads too.
Getting the lay of the land would be helpful. I'd rather not walk into an ambush if I can help it.
Smart plan. Call me when you have anything.
Of course I will call her. Let's look at the apartment first. And we have a nice sweater now. We're kind of dreary. Oh well. Dude, what do we have there? Unfortunately not much. Oh well. Let's first acquire the intel for all the initial missions. And what do we get? Intel, additional supplies, sniper rifle, dead drop, not really use it, but well, it's only 1350, almost nothing. What else? Dossier on the VCI, dossier information on Grigory, and some mission advice, whatever that is going to be. But first things first, time to talk to our informant, or possible informant, our dear Gregory, which will be one of those talk missions. So let's do this. He has his own bar. Dear Dimitri.
Ah, Michael Thornton.
Oh.
Welcome to Moscow. You are fresh from Taipei, yes? Terrible thing, the attempt on Sun's life. Very bad assassin. Or very smart president.
There were losses and gains for a few people, which is why I'm here.
I feel honored. Your first time in Moscow, and I am your first stop. What brings Michael Thornton, world traveler, to this humble bar?
Do we have to jump right to business? I could really use a drink first.
Then you are lucky you've come to a bar. I am short on cash, so you will have to make your own way.
That go for events going on in Moscow too?
And here I thought we were not going to jump right to business.
A cough like that, this bar may not be the best place to hang out. Secondhand smoking.
I quit 3 times this month.
I don't see anyone smoking.
Second-hand smoke is my way of getting by.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt your coughing, or your drinking, but I wanted to know who Halbech's friends are here in Moscow.
What specifically do you wish to know? If they have friends at all? Now that is a question in itself.
I want to know who Halbeck's working with.
That is a difficult question, but I know someone who would know the answer.
A new
There is a man, Sergei Surkov. He runs several businesses in Moscow. He may know who Halbeck is dealing with.
Sergei Surkov. Running a check on the name now. We're getting a lot of hits. He shouldn't be hard to find. Although judging from his contact list, figuring out where his next appointment is could take some time.
Staring at each other silently.
And there's a few other leads I'd like to track down.
You were planning to investigate Leningradsky Station, yes? Maybe you can do me a favor.
A favor?
Your American missiles are not the only cargo that comes through the station. If you go, maybe you could divert these shipments, accidentally, of course.
What, you mean change the shipping labels? And me without my label maker.
It is more simple than that. The box destination is stenciled on the side, but it is a code. Change it with a marker, and the boxes will end up somewhere else. To a friend of ours who will be happy to reimburse us, maybe do a little business with you.
I'll think about it.
Do that. And if you need a place to buy weapons, armor, devices, I can help you there too. I may not know Halbeck, but I know many others who are not friends of theirs.
I'd appreciate that. What's the price tag for the reference?
Directing a customer to a shopkeeper friend, no price tag, just business.
All right. Thanks, Grigori. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you not being an asshole when talking to me, Michael. Other agents, too stiff. Others, too much cowboy. You come to me as a human being. Should be rewarded, no?
I'm so amazing. I can't believe it. Always the same. More friends for us. And this was a little bit short for just an episode, so we will do a second mission, but we will do that after the break. I see you then. And there we are, back again. I hope the advertisements weren't too bad, and I promised you another mission, and we'll do just that. And after the stuffy air in the bar, it's time for some fresh air and a nice boat. Let's do this. With a dance floor, woohoo! And no one saw us, of course not. And no one heard us either. So, cameras,
Here.
people...
Have fun, Lazo.
He will be our first victim. Good night. So there are two more here. No, they're inside. What about him? The one on the other side is approaching. And he seems to be just staring at the water for all eternity. And he goes back. That's our opportunity to say hello, meet new friends, and all that. Ooh, not a good idea. Well, let's see. Now he comes back. Means we have to wait until he well, returns. We're sitting in the middle of the river. That's not suspicious at all. Nice moon, by the way. Ah, come on, now. And there are no windows at all. Poor people can't even look out. So when one is looking overboard here, the other one is up there. Yeah, that's close. Ooh, some money. Haha. At least he looked at the painting. A painting of a ship on a boat. That's and an arcade. Nice. What do we have here? Cinemas walls, whatever that is. Yes, I like it.
I heard something.
I like these passive abilities. Almost. So there should be the way up. So apparently this guy over there keeps staring in one direction. Ah, come on, turn around. Move! Hello? Ah, now. Just noticed. Wrong button. Wrong button again. Wrong ammunition. So, what panel is red, which means we can't go in here. At least not yet. So we have to go downstairs. I'm sure there will be presents and other things for us.
Lazo, you're so crazy.
Crazy. I'm sure he is. What about him? Oh well. That solved that problem. And time to switch off security. Yep. Ah, come on. Hurry it up, my fellow. Come on. What interesting subtitles.
One is break or throwing another party.
Oh well, so much for that. So much for that.
Break us history. I'm the big man in Moscow. You wait.
This. That was not very impressive. Oh no, more people. Woo! Oh, come on. You should look behind you. Another one! Where are all these people coming from? Must be a nest somewhere. And use one. So much for that. Time to open the door and do something. Yes! Oh. Well, we know them. Hello. And I would say, hello. She seems a little bit young.
Lazo has been terminated. Move out.
What the hell's going on here?
I thought we were allies. Not a problem that can't be solved by gratuitous violence. I love J-Jot. It's so broken.
What, nothing to say? This silent treatment of yours is starting to hurt my feelings. And after all we've been through, too. Make another move and I'll have to fire.
Ah, come on. Ha! A minute ago she wanted to kill me, and now...
Are you still there?
I'm so amazing.
Someone was jamming the frequency. Are you alright?
Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't difficult. Oh well, that was that for today. Which means I will see you in the next episode, and until then, as always, a most pleasant day. Goodbye. And enjoy the music. Don't forget that.
Connection. Looks like something's interfering with the transmission. Or... Albatross. It's been a while since Taipei. I ran into a little friend of yours tonight, hanging out with your G22 buddies. She's quite the little firecracker, although she doesn't talk much. Well, except with those pistols of hers.
That would be my bodyguard, sis. And I know you spared her life. That's why I'm calling.
I didn't want to fight her. I was only there for Lazo. But she didn't give me much choice.
It was under my orders, Mike. But I didn't realize you would be there. Else, I would have instructed sis to behave differently.
So should I ask what G22 is doing in Moscow? You guys sure seem to get around.
It's a rather long answer, Mike. One I'd like to discuss more, if you'd be up for it.
Is your bodyguard invited? If so, I'll need body armor.
I'm afraid it's required she be present. We're not supposed to be apart. It's how G22 operates in the field. But like you, I tend to bend the rules for the sake of the greater good. I'll leave the choice up to you, but I can't wait long. If you want to discuss your future, then meet me at the following coordinates. It isn't far, and come alone.
Alright, but I better not be walking into an ambush, and tell Sis to keep her distance.
I will do so. I will not wait long, Mike, so if you want to speak to me, you'll have to do it soon.
More friends! And goodbye, this time for real. Ta-ta!